Okay, so part 2 here, one of the things that you're going to run into is that these images do not completely fit the screen. So, for example, if we go down here and we select one of these guys here and bring him down, we'll see that he doesn't completely fit the screen. So in order to fix it so we're not chopping his head off, and we want to make sure that we are not completely cutting off anybody's head, WeVideo does a really good job of kind of fitting it to screen, but we might want to make some minor adjustments. So if I go to this clip and click on it, I see these little pencils down here. So I'm going to open up the clip editor, which is the far left pencil. If I open that up, it brings me this little box where I can scale my picture to make it fit better in my screen. So if I do this, I can make it smaller, I can make it bigger. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I don't have any black on the sides or on the top and bottom. So WeVideo did a pretty good job getting it straight the way we want it, but you know, I might want to make a little bit more adjustments, and if I run out of clips, I'm going to want to make some more clips out of the clips I already have. So I'm going to zoom way in on this guy, and I'm going to make some adjustments. So I've got him scaled, and now I want to move it a little bit to kind of reframe him a little bit. Remember our framing from class. And so I'm going to make another picture out of him by zooming in and then reframing it, because I want to have this close-up of his face as one of my shots. Okay? So once I'm all done, I'm going to save my changes, and that's how it's going to look in my screen. Okay? It's going to look great. If I want to go back over to one of my other ones, I don't like that all these guys have their heads chopped off. So I'm going to click on the clip on the timeline, and again I'm going to go over here to my far left pencil and click the open the clip editor, and I'm going to make some adjustments here. I want to not chop off their heads. So I like that it's filling the screen, but I don't want their heads chopped off. So I'm going to keep the scale where it is, but I'm going to go over here and now adjust them down a little bit so our tops of our heads are not chopped off. And so I like that. I like it much better than having their chins be the first thing we see on their heads. And so I'm going to go ahead and save changes there. And so that looks good, how I want it. So I'll go back and look again. Okay, and then again, as I'm editing, to go back to our previous step, so if I'm listening, remember, there's going to be our next one. Scissors here, split it, go down and get the part I don't want, get rid of that, and then I can go ahead and bring my next clip that's downstream up here to go right there. Easy peasy. Okay? So now this guy, I want to adjust his spot, his placement, because we're kind of chopping more of him off than I want. So again, I'm going to go to that left pencil, go ahead and let me see where he is, if I get him scaled, and now I'm going to make him come down a little bit so I'm not chopping the top of his head off, and leave him like that. Save my changes. Okay, I don't mind that I've got something chopped off here because I'm seeing the important part. I'm seeing his eyes, I'm seeing what's going on, all this stuff. It's great, it's well framed, it's following our rule of thirds, and so I'm good with it. Okay, and so that's how we scale our clips, which is step 2 of what you're doing with this project.